It's time for the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026, the tournament opener between Manipur and Mizoram, to be played in just a moment's time. And we will head now straight down to where the toss is to commence between these two teams for the tournament opener. For the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026, it's time for the tournament opener to be played between Manipur and Mizoram. And also I have with me the honorable match official who will be officiating the proceedings. Thank you so much. Mizoram has the coin and will give it a flip. Heads is the call. So heads it is. Manipur, you've won the toss. What would you like to do and why?
We're gonna bet first because the pitch is flat, so we want to say some score. That's what.
Okay, have a good one. Had you won the toss, what would have been your decision?
It will be bowling first.
And why?
Our bowling attack is good than betting, so we will choose bowling first.
Have a good one. All the best, ladies. And that's the news from the center that Manipur have won the toss and they're willing to bat first. Well, that was the news from the center, as you all heard, that Manipur have won the toss and have opted to bat first. It is time for the tournament opener of the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026. And now we will be having the openers for Manipur walking out at the center. The battlefield is all ready and braced up for an excellent clash on the cards. While we have the Mizoram players also ready and braced. And it's time for the first ball between Manipur and Mizoram. Well, it's Norimbam Prena, the opener, alongside Leshram. Lofted delivery, full toss rather, it's been plunged. Few bounces over to the boundary ropes for 4 runs. So early on the attack is there for Manipur. Even in the toss, when we were having a conversation, the captain was pretty confident in stating that she felt that the pitch would be a good surface to bat first and put up a good total on the board. And that is exactly what Manipur would like to do here. The opening bowler for Mizoram is Thelma. Short pitch delivery, a change in the line and length will just be flicked on the onside for a dot. So this is a better comeback by Thelma. And this pitch also has a lot of green on the surface. It's not too sunny as of now. It's an early morning game. So it should offer something for the batters. Full length delivery again onto the pads. Again flicked for a dot. So 2 back-to-back dots. Very good comeback by Thelma. And even for the bowling, the skipper of Mizoram, she didn't quite seem very disappointed or surprised at having lost the toss, because even she very confidently said that she wanted to bowl first. That should be a wide. Yes, that will be a wide, so will have to be bowled again. That slapped hard cut away on the offside will beat the fielders, and that will race away to the boundary ropes for another boundary. So 2 boundaries in the over. It's Lauren Baum who's leading the charge for Manipur early on inside the power play. And that is exactly kind of the start that you need. We'll take a look at that. That was a full length delivery aimed towards that off-stump region. And Lauren Baum took her time for a premeditated shot and cut it away. That was very well placed, very well timed. Last ball of the over, not quite. That will be a wide, so will have to be bowled again. A pretty lengthy over this by Thelma. Last ball of the over slapped along the ground will find the fielder for just a single. And that will conclude the first over. Manipur are 11 for no loss. Time for the second over. Cross pitch delivery, but that will start with a wide. The new batter into the attack will be Lalnun Mawi. And it's going to be Lauren Baum who's going to continue being on the strike. The non-striking batter Leshram is yet to face a single delivery. And I think this particular mindset by Manipur, especially, you know, Lauren Baum till now is having this very confident body language. Oh, that was so close, just crossing past the leg stump. Cleaned up, and that's the first breakthrough for Mizoram. Excellent piece of delivery that straight onto the stumps. I think this is exactly what Lalu Mamwavi was trying to do. The bowler was consistently aiming for that full length area, the foot of the batter. And it's the well set opener. We'll take a look at that replay. As a peach as it can be, straight onto the stumps to dislodge the bails. And inside the power play, it's Manipur who lost their first wicket. 1.3, it's 12 for 1. The new batter into the attack is Tanya to join Leshram. A new pair of batters out for Manipur. Glided along the ground. They'll take just a single for that. This is a good over by Lalun Mawi. Suddenly keeping a leash on the scoring. That will be a dot slightly outside the off stump. In this over, except for the wide and that single, this has been an excellent over by the bowler. She's already provided a breakthrough and given away just 2 runs. Last ball of the over will finish with a dot. An excellent over by Mizoram. 2 overs done. It's 13 for 1. And here's the batting scorecard for Manipur, where Lorembam Prena was going very well With her boundary, she already has 2 boundaries to her name. Unfortunate, she had to depart so soon for Manipur. She has a strike rate of 100, and it's now upon Leshram and Tanya to try and stitch things back for Manipur. And it's going to be Thelma back with her second over. That'll be a wide, a pretty big wide, so that'll have to be bowled again. It seems to be a plain pitch. It should be an even contest between bat and ball. Pretty lofted delivery sliced along the ground. This time it's Tanya. It will race away to the boundary ropes for 4 runs. So the boundaries are coming in good time for Manipur. That was very well played. We'll take a look at that replay again. Beating the fielder at forward point and racing away to the boundary ropes for 4 runs. So Manipur have a chance in these 20 overs to put up a good total on the board, because they are consistently maintaining that 8 runs per over, above the 8 runs per over score. Cleaned up, and this time it's Thelma who provides the breakthrough. She has a first and Mizoram have their second. And in 2 back-to-back overs, Manipur lose 2 very quick wickets. And it's Tanya, who has the shortest of all stays, who will have to walk back. Take a look at that bowling. That was straight onto the slot and no trouble at all for the bowler to strike bullseye. So 2 wickets falling, very quick for Manipur, and they need a partnership at this point. They need to try, yes, they are scoring the boundaries, but they need a partnership, a pair of batters coming out and stitching up a partnership, forming a foundation. And the new batter in at number 4 will be Niruta to join Leshram. Niruta Thudam, the new batter, to join Leshram, and now this new pair of batters again have a task cut out in front of them to stitch up a partnership. They need to spend quality time at the crease, because only then they will be able to, think about stitching that partnership. Gently tapped along the ground. It was a full length delivery, and Thelma is doing a great job. This is a very good comeback, and she's been consistently going for that area between good length and full length. Lofted delivery again played along the ground. Do they want to come back? No, they don't want to take that single. They need to take their time. Yes, they've lost 2 wickets, but they need to take their time. The batters, have a conversation between them. Last ball of the over, full length delivery, gently tapped, will be a dot. This is an excellent comeback by Thelma after having given away that boundary and also getting a wicket. 3 overs done. Manipur are 18 for 2. And that's the bowling scorecard for Mizoram. It's been between Thelma and Lalnun Mawi. Both sharing a wicket apiece. But what an economy by Mawi. Just 2 for her. Slapped along the ground will find the fielder at point. Two back-to-back dots. Again, an excellent start by the bowler. She's been very consistent. This is her second over, and her bowling figures are self-explanatory. Shot pitched, driven to find the fielder at cover. The field placement by Mizoram also has been pretty impressive. It's pretty attacking because we can just see how the entire leg region has been covered. They are not willing to give any room for complacency or expression to the batter. Full end delivery this time, slapped along the ground, finds the fielder. This is excellent bowling by Lalnun Mawi. 4 back-to-back dots. What an over this is turning out to be. Both Leshram and Niruta for Manipur are yet to open their account. They need to work something out, some strategy they need to work out. Slapped again, no impact at all. Will find the fielder and they try to take a quick run. So what could have been, at least what was seeming could have been a maiden, doesn't turn out to be so, because Leshram finally opens her account with a single, and I think that's a very intelligent move by Manipur, because when you see an over like this turning up, it's very important you rotate the strike. That's exactly what Leshram has done to bring Niruta on strike. Last ball of the over, full length delivery along the ground will be a dot. So just a solitary run given away in this over. Outstanding stuff this by the bowler. 4 overs done. Manipur are 19 for 2. And what a beautiful view This is the Sikkim cricket ground hosting the NECDC Under 23 Women's Interstate Tournament. Here's the bowling card for Mizoram. Take a look at Maui standing out. Her economy now gets even better with this over. Just 1.50. Just breezing past the outside edge of the willow of the batter. A very good start to the over by Thelma again. And Mizoram are doing well in the power play, just consistently rotating between Thelna and Lalun Maui. Onto the pads, straight, won't be appealed, but it was pretty much evident that the bowler had probably something in mind. So that's why she had turned around to look at the umpire, but there was just not anything into it. Mizoram are on a roll in this power play. It's all working for Mizoram, and Manipur are definitely in a spot of bother. That's 3 down for them in 4.3 overs inside the power play. Let's take a look at that replay. That was sensational stuff. Both these bowlers for Mizoram have worked out a tremendous strategy, and you've got to give it to their skipper as well for strictly relying on these two, and these two are delivering for Mizoram. Now as for Manipur, they are definitely struggling. The new batsman will be Barkatun to join Niruta. And they will have to now think something out of the box. They need somebody or probably a pair to bail them out from this precarious situation that they find themselves in. Just breezing past the outside edge of the willow. Wonderful stuff by Thelma. She's yet to concede a single run, and she's already provided another breakthrough to her side. This was onto the pads, will just be defended for a dot. And this is the view Take a look at this wonderful view of the entire ground, of the entire venue of the Sikkim cricket ground where this tournament is being played, the NECDC Under 23 Women's Interstate Tournament. Again, just breezing past the outside edge of the willow. It's a wicket maiden by Thelma. Sensational stuff. A wicket maiden. 5 overs done. Manipur are 19 for 3. Last over of the power play, gently nudged towards the deep third man region to Thelma, the fielder. And it's Lalun Mawi who's been brought back into the attack for a third over and the last over of the power play. Very lofted delivery. In fact, it was a full toss. Swing and a miss. That stayed low. A bit of a change in the line and length. Lofted delivery wide outside the off stump. Oh, the batters will come for a run. The batters of Manipur need to really, focus on rotating the strike consistently. Because when they are 3 down inside the power play, it does not mean the game is over. No, not at all. This game is pretty much wide open. It is still anybody's game from here. But for Manipur, since they've opted to bat first, gently tapped, they won't take the single this time. So what they need to do is, stitch up a partnership. They need to really work on stitching up a partnership, spending as much time as possible. And for that, firstly, they need to stop losing wickets. From here on, at least the next 7-8 overs for them should be only scoring runs and scoring big runs, because that will ensure they are, forming a partnership. Last ball of the over. A bit of a chase by the fielder. There's protection. There's Thelma. And it will be fielded for just a single. And that concludes the power play. A pretty good one for Mizoram. Manipur are 22 for 3. That's the batting scorecard for Manipur. It's Niruta and Barkatun who are doing the scoring for the time being for Manipur. They have the onus on them. And take a look at the beautiful Sikkim at the backdrop, the beauty of Sikkim in this view. Very lofted delivery to start right after the power play. In fact, it's been given a wide. And the new bowler, there'll be a change in bowling for Mizoram. It's going to be Zothan Maui Rokum, who's been brought into the attack right after the power play. And Mizoram till now have ticked all the boxes, no mistakes by them. Lofted delivery again, straight onto the pads. And this time it's legal. Now many bowlers have, it's been noticed, bowl the way this particular bowler is bowling. They opt for the lofted deliveries, and that's actually a very good strategy. You can see how consistently Rokum has been relying on the lofted deliveries. Because when you are lofting it so much, what happens is you are not allowing the batter the time to, think of a shot. As compared to the standardized bowling that we see, which are either mid-height or too low. Then what happens is the batter gets a chance to think of a shot and then execute it. But for lofted, it gets pretty difficult for the batters at times. That's slapped along the ground, driven away. Will find the fielder for just a single. That was onto the slot, so the batter got a connection between bat and ball. Onto the pads, question asked, it's given! And the appeal works. Zothan Maui Rokum, and so does the change in bowling. She gets her first breakthrough, and Manipur are 4 down with 25 on the board. That was, I think, excellent presence of mind by the bowler. The umpire taking their time and giving a very good decision in the favor of Mizoram. We'll take a look at that replay. There we are, lofted. That was straight onto the pads. The bowler was very interested and it was given. And this is exactly why I was talking about the lofted delivery strategy that many bowlers opt for, and well, here we are. Here's Zothan Maui Rokum proving why the lofted delivery bowling tactic does work if it's executed well and strategically. Lofted delivery wide outside the off stump this time. Gently cut to find the fielder stationed at point, but what an over this has turned out to be by Rokum. She started with a wide and then did not change her tactic. She stuck to the lofted deliveries, and in the fourth delivery it bore fruit for her and her side. It's given away just 3 in this over. Last ball. Swing and a miss, just breezing past the outside edge of the willow of the batter. An excellent over again for Rokum and Mizoram. 7 overs done. Manipur are 25 for 4. A new bowler change in bowling. Will have Sandhya Rai coming in. Mizoram are on a roll with this bowling performance. Lofted delivery played along the ground. There's fielder stationed. There's Thelma. Lofted delivery flicked straight to the fielder at cover. The boundaries have suddenly dried up for Manipur. They are yet to hit a maximum, and the boundaries have not come in for a long time. This is very good stuff by the change in bowling Sandhya Rai. The skipper of Mizoram doing a splendid job working out her bowlers. Gently tapped, they'll take a single. It will be fielded. They want to come back for the second? No, they won't. Just 2 in this over till now. Another excellent over turning out to be for Mizoram. Manipur need to think something out of the box, and they need to do it quick, because now the power play is done, which means that the field restrictions have been lifted. Last ball of the over, very lifted delivery driven along the ground to the fielder at cover. Concludes with a dot. 8 overs done. Manipur are 27 for 4. And this is the NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament. We'll take a look at the replay from last year of this tournament. That was excellent shot. Those were some excellent memories revisited from last year. And this is another season of the Northeast Cricket Development Council Interstate Friendship Tournament. Right now, it's the Under 23 Women's Tournament 2026. And NECDC is a coordination body of all 6 member states constituting the Northeast Zone formed in 2016 to ensure unity and concerted approach concerning the 6 northeastern states in matters related to permanent membership, participation in Ranji and other BCCI tournaments, game and infrastructure development, organizing tournaments among member states and convergence on common issues, etc. In consonance with the principle of consolidating the harmonization among all member states. Swing and a miss, wide outside the off stump. It was Zotanmawi Rokum who's been brought back into the attack for her second over. And she was excellent in her opening spell, giving away just 3 and getting a breakthrough. Slapped along the ground to the fielder at point, bit of a misfield. So the discussion that we were having, in consonance with the principle of consolidating the harmonization among all member states for accelerating holistic development and promotion of the game of cricket in the 6 states and providing exposure to the players for optimal preparation for BCCI domestic season. Lofted delivery, tapped, will be a dot. Again, excellent stuff by Rokum, keeping things tight. It's now getting very sunny. It was slightly cloudy earlier during the toss, and now the sun is shining bright, beating down hard. So the conditions will be dry. That's cut away to the fielder straight at point. For this tournament, it was felt imperative to hold tournaments among the 6 states. That is what we are seeing right now. The final decision was taken at a meeting of representatives from all member states held on 11th March 2023. That beats the fielders between, and it will race away for 4 runs. So finally, after a few overs, it's Barkatun who breaks free from the shackles of Mizoram and gets the much needed boundary towards the deep backward point region. That was very well timed, very well premeditated. We'll take a look at this replay. Lofted delivery, and this time Barkatun read what Rokum was consistently trying to do and made no mistake to get the boundary for her side. Last ball of the over, driven away to the fielder at point. 9 overs done, Manipur are 32 for 4. For this tournament, as the discussion was going on, the final decision was taken at a meeting of representatives from all member states held on 11th March 2023 with the resolution to organize an NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament. Here's the batting scorecard for Manipur, Barkatun and Thoda Mangal Sana. Trying to stitch up a partnership here. So the decision for this tournament was taken among the 6 member states constituting the Northeast Zone of BCCI. It's Sandhya Rai who's been brought back, gently tapped for a quick single, and that was pretty risky by the batters. Gently driven for a dot. The Manipur need a few big overs because their current run rate at one point they were slightly above 8 has now dropped drastically to just above 3. That's pulled, that's played powerfully on the onside, will find the fielder at the deep mid wicket region. Swing and a miss. Sandhya has been consistently sticking to the full end deliveries just like her fellow bowlers. And this has what has consistently worked for Mizoram in this innings. Last ball of the over, full end delivery, tapped for a dot. Just 2 given of it, halfway through, 10 overs done. Manipur are 34 for 4. Now, accordingly, the first NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament in the senior men's category, jointly organized by all member states, translated into a reality at Shomima Dimapur, with Nagaland CA as host state. The tourney commenced on 29th March 2023 and concluding with the final on 3rd April 2023. Nagaland CA was the champion in the inaugural version. We'll get back to the discussion. Here's the bowling scorecard for Mizoram. So, it's Zothan Mawi Rokom brought back for a 3rd over. I think where Mizoram have ticked all the boxes, especially the skipper for Mizoram, is that she isn't experimenting too much with her bowling lineup. In every quota of overs, she's just picking 2 bowlers and sticking to them. This is what you call sticking to the basics. Slapped along the ground, finds the fielder. Cut away, finds the fielder at the gully region. And that was excellent fielding by Mizoram. And just take a look at the body language. Take a look at that. Oh, just breezing past the stumps. The bowler will be rightfully disappointed with that. From such a close distance, having missed out on the run out. Had that been, Manipur would have had half their battalion back into the pavilion. That's played with power. Bit of a chase by the fielder towards 3rd man. It will race away to the boundary ropes for 4 runs. And it's Barkatun again. So now it's Barkatun who is taking up the initiative on herself to score the boundaries for Manipur. Very lofted delivery. It was pretty cross pitch as well. Oh, it's been given a legal delivery. I think it was because of the shot offered by the batter, a sweep shot. Last ball of the over. Cut away on the offside. Finds the fielder, and it will be a single to finish the 11th over. Manipur are 39 for 4. In subsequent years, that is 2024 and 25, the tournament was hosted by Nagaland CA, considering the availability of ground facilities at close proximity at Shobhima. The 4th NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament is also being hosted by Nagaland CA, commencing from 6th April 2026, that you are watching right now. Take a look at this wonderful crowd, all these young children, all the match officials, the honorable visitors who've come in to watch and cheer for these girls. So this tournament commences today and will be concluding with the finals on 11th April 2026 at NCA grounds located at Sovima. This year, as decided unanimously in an NECDC meeting, the tournament is being organized in the Junior Under-19 category on a trial basis with the objective to provide match opportunities. And let's take a quick look at the last 3 wickets that Mizoram took against Manipur. Here's the first breakthrough early on, Thelma providing it. Bullseye to dislodge the bails of the leg stump, followed by wicket number 2. This time it was the off stump, and finally the LBW appeal by Rokum. The umpire taking their time and taking a very good decision. So coming back to the discussion, the objective of this tournament is to provide quality match opportunities for this particular category, as exposure and number of tournaments in this group are restricted compared to the senior category. In line with the NECDC decision, the first NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament for senior women was hosted by Meghalaya Cricket Association at the new ground established at Nongpo, Riboi district, which commenced from 30th September 2024 and concluding on 4th October 2024. Sikkim and Nagaland were joint winners in the inaugural edition. The second edition of this tournament was hosted by Sikkim Cricket Association, commencing from 7th April 2025 and concluding with the finals on 12th April 2025 at SICA Ground Mining, Rangpo. The third NECDC Interstate Friendship Tournament is again being hosted by Sikkim CA, commencing from 6th April 2026, which is right now what you are watching on your screens, and concluding with the finals on 11th April 2026 at the same venue. Similarly, as decided unanimously in an NECDC meeting, the tournament this year is being organized in the under-23 category on a trial basis with the objective to provide match opportunities for this particular category, as exposure and number of tournaments in this group is restricted compared to senior category. Swing and a miss, a change in bowling. It's Manghai Sanghi Silho who's been brought into the attack for the first time. Very lofted delivery played along the ground. It's driven to find the fielder. As we can see that Manipur have had majority of their batters as the right-handed batters, so the runs are coming, majority of them, towards the offside region. That's cut away. Will find the fielder again at forward point. And even Silo is doing what Rokom was doing, sticking to the lofted delivery mantra. You can just see how the lofted deliveries are working wonders for Mizoram. Just a single given away. Last ball of the over. It'll be an outstanding over by Silo, giving away just a solitary run. A dot to finish. 12 overs done. Manipur are 40 for 4. Barkatun 14 of 25. Thudam 3 of 14. That was pretty wide. Played with power. Slapped along the ground between the fielders, but will find a fielder stationed at deep cover point. That'll be a wide. Will have to be bowled again. Just over that white line it was. Lofted delivery, gently tapped. They'll take a quick single. Good running between the wickets by the batters. That's pulled away on the offside, and is it a dismissal? Yes, it is. Straight to the fielder. And the bowler had taken some time to realize what happened, and then she realized she's done a wonderful job for Mizoram. That's the second wicket for her, and the fifth wicket falling for Manipur. Half their battalion is now back to the pavilion. That was a very good catch taken by the fielder stationed at backward square leg. Let's take a look at that replay. That was pulled away and straight to the fielder stationed at square leg region. No trouble at all. So 2 wickets for Zotanmawi Rokum. Mizoram are very much on top. Onto the pads, question asked. This time the umpire is very clear. The batter is absolutely safe. The new batter in will be Sheikh to join Thudam. And well, the search for a solid partnership for Manipur continues. The solid looking Barkatun dismissed by Rokum. Played along the ground for a dot. A very good over again till now by Rokum. Last ball of the over, lofted very hard, and it's been played along the ground towards deep mid-on to find the fielder. An excellent over by Mizoram. 13 overs done. Manipur are 44 for 5. And it's Silo, who's been brought back for her second over. She had an excellent start, giving away just a solitary run in her opening spell. This is her second over. Played along the ground to find the fielder. Things being kept tight by the bowler for Mizoram. Cut away straight to the fielder. The Mizoram bowlers are not experimenting a lot. They are sticking to the basics. Just 2 in the over till now. Last ball after delivery, played along the ground straight back to the bowler. Another excellent over for Mizoram comes to its conclusion. 14 overs done. Manipur are 46 for 5. That's the column graph for Manipur in terms of their batting. The dots, 59 dots till now, 5 boundaries, no sixes till now for them. They just have another 6 overs left, and going at the rate at which they are going, does it seem likely or otherwise that they will be able to reach the 100-run mark? That's the performance worm for Manipur and Mizoram. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the W dots at their respective places, just pointing out what Manipur have done till now. And here's the column graph display. Way wide outside the off stump, and that will be a wide, will have to be bowled again. And now there will be a change in bowling. It's going to be Luangi Zote for her first over. Probably another new pair of bowlers that Mizoram have chosen to go display in these last 6 overs, just going past the outside edge of the willow of the batter. A cross-pitch delivery beats the wicket-keeper. The batters will take a quick single for that. That should be a wide. Yes, it will be a wide. So 2 wides in the over and a leg bye for Zote, the new bowler into the attack. A decent over. I would say this is an okay-ish over for Mizoram, because as many as 3 extras have come from in here. Played along the ground will find the fielder for just a single. The 50 runs are up on the board for Manipur in 14.3 overs. Slight power beats the fielder, but there's still protection. They'll get just a single again. Another very good over this by Mizoram. And a single to finish. Another decent over by Mizoram. 15 overs done. Manipur are 53 for 5. The last 5 overs remaining. Very lofted delivery straight on the pads played along the ground for a dot. It's Silo who's been brought back for the third over. That'll be a wide, will have to be bowled again. Just slight miss up with the pitching here by the bowler. That was one of the most loftiest deliveries that we've seen till now in this particular innings today. Gone! And it's Silo who gets her first. Even she contributes with the wicket taking, and Manipur lose their 6. That was absolute bullseye. Straight onto the stumps to dislodge the bails. Clean bowled the batter. Let's take a look at that replay. A lofted delivery. The batter wanted to go for the big one, didn't quite get the connection, ended up missing it completely, and the ball clean bowling the batter. हाँ
चलो तो अभी ब्रेक है ना
जी नहीं अभी भी चल रहा है
ये लाइव कमेंट्री ना
जी
तुमको लाइव देख के करना चाहिए
वो मैं इनसे कह रही थी इन्होंने वो बंद किया ही नहीं मैं तो लाइव बैठ के करना चाहती हूँ
ये तो इतना
यहाँ पे ऐसे करके नहीं होता है मैं लाइव बैठ के करना चाहती हूँ वहाँ पे बैठ के क्योंकि उससे इजी होगा आप उनसे कहिए ना ऐसे कोई करे मैं वहाँ पे बैठ के करना चाहती हूँ
सुनो
Good over this till now. Sixteenth over done. Manipur are 54 for 6.
बोल रहे हैं कोई ओपन हो गया एक तो नॉइज आ जाएगा दूसरे लोगों का फिर कोई कंट्रोवर्सी वगैरह होता है तो अगर बाहर पता ना चले ठीक है इसी मैं ये देख रहा हूँ
जी थैंक यू And it's Sandhya Rai coming in for her third over. That was so low and just kissing past the leg stump. You could just see the reaction from the bowler as well. She was surprised how didn't it go on to clip the bails. That's left. The new batter in is Koningbum to join Sheikh. And well, for Manipur, opting to bat first, and this is where they find themselves. They would be slightly disappointed with this. Gets the connection, but not the wanted impact. Swept hard, that stayed in the air for a brief amount of time, but found the fielder. Lofted, gently tapped. This is again excellent stuff by Sandhya. Last ball of the over, gently tapped again. Just a single given away. This is sensational stuff by Sandhya Rai as well, just like her fellow bowlers. 17 overs done. Manipur are 55 for 6. The last 3 overs remaining. Silo for her 4th and final over, swept hard along the ground, beats the fielder, but there's protection. This is very good field placement at the sweeper cover region. Towards the offside this time to the fielder at point. Lofted delivery, played along the ground at extra cover. We just hope the fielder hasn't hurt her hand too much. Lofted, driven along the ground, not much impact, finds the fielder. Another quiet over again. This pretty much the same story for Manipur throughout this innings as it has been. So swing and a miss to finish the over, just 3 coming off it. 18 overs done, it's 58 for 6, the last 2 overs remaining. And here's Sandhya Rai and her bowling figures. Such excellent stuff she's done today. This is a fourth and final over and she's given away just 5 runs. Would you believe it? That's swept hard, but there's protection. The fielder Thelma. Acha. Slapped straight to the fielder at mid-off. Having opted to bat first, Manipur had have definitely wanted, they should have breached the 100-run mark. Swept away, beats the fielders, it will race away to the boundary ropes. So finally a relief for Manipur after a very long time, even though it's towards the fag end of the innings, but they will welcome it, this boundary. That was swept well towards the deep backward square leg region for 4 runs. They would want to amass a few of these even more. Let's take a look at that replay. Straight on to the slot and the batter making no mistake. They would want to amass a few more of these. Wanted to replicate the same thing again. Didn't get the connection this time, the batter. Question has been asked for a stump out to the square leg umpire. We will await the final confirmation. Okay, so it's been reviewed. Get out. Well, that's been given out as the third umpire has given a decision in the favor of Mizoram. So Manipur are 7 wickets down. Wonderfully bowled by Sandhya again. 19 overs done. It's 64 for 7. Is Sandhya Rai? Here's Sandhya Rai. It's the skipper of Mizoram, here's the bowling figures. Impressive. Her top 6 dismissal percentage includes 81.82. It's self-explanatory why she has been the pick of the bowlers. One of the best for Mizoram today. Lalun Mawi has been handed over the responsibility. It's her 4th and final over, and also the responsibility to bowl the death over. Well, nothing much to discuss because Manipur will be mighty disappointed with this batting performance, and they will have a big task cut out in front of them when they come out to bowl in the second innings. Let's see, will they be able to amass a few boundaries in this over? They have 5 deliveries left. That struck well, that struck well. It will not race away to the boundary because there's Thelma stationed at the boundary ropes at the deep third man region. The new batter in is Bandana to join Koningbam. Slapped to the fielder at point. This is excellent stuff by Lalun Mawi. I mean, she's been brilliant just like her fellow bowlers in this first innings. That's in the air. Shouts of catch it. Few bounces. There have been 3 fielders after the bowler and will eventually reach it. That had a lot of height, but didn't get the distance to try and send it for what could have been the first and only maximum for Manipur in this innings. Last ball of the over, slapped back to the bowler straight, a dot to finish, and that concludes the 20 overs in this first match between Manipur and Mizoram. Manipur finished 70 for 7. That's what they manage in their 20 overs. Konjingbam and Bandana not out. So the target will be a 71 that Mizoram will have to try and chase when they come out to bat in just a short while. 70 for 7 is what Manipur's final score will be in their 20 overs. The target a 71. Mizoram will be mighty pleased with this effort that they have put up. Here's the first innings batting scorecard for Manipur. Well, except for Barkatun and Sheikh Neha, none of the batters have able to put up a performance. While the bowling scorecard for Mizoram has been much more than simply sensational. Thelma and Rokum, 2 wickets respectively for them, and Al Mummawi, Sandhya and Silho, a wicket apiece. Economies fantastic, the best being of Silho and Sandhya Rai. We'll be right back after this break. Stay tuned. And this was the first innings between Manipur and Mizoram. Well, Manipur had gotten themselves off to a good start with all those boundaries, but ever since, these were the respective boundaries coming in, but after that, the wickets consistently falling for Manipur. Mizoram doing a sensational stuff. Take a look at that. Consistently, rarely was a overpassing where Mizoram were not getting the wickets. This was probably one of the best moments where I think more than the wicket, it was the appeal that got the wicket for Mizoram. Just to give an update to everybody, all those who have joined just now, you're watching the NECDC Under 23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026. It's the tournament opener between Mizoram and Manipur, where Manipur batted first and posted 70 for 7. So the target is a 71 that Mizoram will have to chase in their 20 overs. Gone! Oh my word, what a start it is by Manipur! Oh my word, we thought Mizoram were doing the job. Well, Manipur are doing it even better in the run chase. They know very well they don't have too many runs on the board, and it's with their bowling that they will have to do the job. And Todan Mangalsana, an absolute peach of a delivery by her, as she dismisses the opener from Mizoram early on in the power play in the very first over, right in the second delivery. Let's take a look at that replay. That was so wonderfully done, completely foxing. And would you believe it, it's just the start of this run chase. Thuda Mangalsana on a roll. Slight deflection. The new batter in is Sandhya Rai to join Remruati. So one thing is certain, that though there are not too many runs on the board, it's not going to be very easy for the batting side. Probably there is something on the pitch. Now it will be interesting to see, because you know this run chase is actually going to put a mirror, put a light on the decision that Manipur had made during the toss on opting to bat first. Last ball of the over, not quite, that will be a wide. But what an excellent over, what an outstanding over this is turning out to be by Thudam Mangalsana for Manipur. Not a single run conceded, barring this wide, this extra. This could have been the perfect wicket maiden, the perfect start for Manipur in this low scoring thriller. Last ball of the over. Oh my word, what is Mangalsana up to? This is 2 in 2 for her. Manipur are all bright smiles, and it's Sandhya Rai who's been dismissed. The batting lineup of Mizoram is all over the place right in the first over. It's all happening, this particular pitch. It's doing something. It's an absolute dream for the bowlers, it seems. And probably was this the reason why Manipur opted to bat first. 2 absolute jaffas in the over, back to back by Mangalsana. End of the first over, Mizoram are 1 for 2. Needs 70 in 114 deliveries. And a new bowler into the attack will be Niruta Thudam. Manipur are on a roll with this beautiful start. Lofted delivery, played along the ground, beats the fielders, and that will be the first boundary for Mizoram. Something now, they have something to cheer for. They needed it because the first over was no short of a disaster for them. And this is what they needed, the breakthrough, the break free moment. Good comeback by Niruta after having conceded that boundary. Last ball of the over. So a decent over this from Mizoram's point of view. 2 overs done. It's 5 for 2. And it's Tudam Mangalsana who's been brought in for her second over. Defended for a dot. I think this particular pitch has something working extremely for the bowlers and not much for the batters, because now I think we can slowly try and decipher why Manipur had opted to bat first. Well, at least that's the conversation I had with the skipper, who's right now across your screens. And what a start she provided to her side. That will be a wide, will have to be bowled again. Again, excellent stuff by Mangal Sana. Except for that wide, you can just see, she's not doing it a lot. Yes, the experimentation is there on her part. Like all 6 deliveries are completely different from each other, and that is probably what the beauty of bowling by Thoda Mangal Sana has been till now. Yes, that's again a full length delivery. I think due to the sun beating down, how the pitch has dried up, so there is not much of an expectation that the batting side can have to want the ball to come onto the bat very easily. There's a lot of action for the bowlers because there might be cracks on the pitch. Last ball of the over, just breezing past the upper outside edge of the willow of the batter. Another excellent over by Mangal Sana comes to its conclusion. 3 overs done. Mizoram are 6 for 2. Niruta Thudam with her second over, and she's just replicating her captain's brilliance for Manipur on this ground. That slapped hard. Few bounces to the fielder at point. Will beat the fielder. Lofted delivery will be played towards mid-on for a dot. Just 2 coming off it till now. I think this match is well open. It's wide open. Last ball of the over played along the ground. Excellent field placement by Manipur again. Just 2 coming off it. 4 overs done. Mizoram are 8 for 2. Gently flicked on the offside towards third man, will find the fielder. It's Tudam Mangalsana who's been brought back into the attack for his third over. And just take a look at her bowling figures. This is 2.1 she's bowling. She's already taken 2 wickets. That outstanding start to this run chase in the first over, and has given away just 3 runs. This is wonderful stuff. Now Manipur know very well that the target is very low that they have posted. So bowling outstanding is the only way forward for them to make something out of this run chase. While for Mizoram, well, yes, they've lost 2 wickets, but they still know that it's not a very high target that they need to chase. They have the required number of deliveries also in hand. That's cut away. Beats the fielder. Oh, why? I think that was a close call. That could have been a dismissal had the fielder latched onto it. But definitely, I think full marks to the fielder for having stopped a certain boundary. We'll take a look at the replay. Oh, just ricocheting off the cupped hands of the fielder. Gently tapped on the offside. And just to let everybody know, you're hearing me, your commentator Damini Basu on the mic, your voice, who will try to take you through the proceedings of this tournament for its entire duration. Onto the pads, this gently flicked on the onside, a dot. This is again wonderful stuff by Mangal Sana, just giving away 2 till now. 2 legal deliveries still remaining in this over. The behavior of the pitch, it's pretty much evident. Every time it bounces, there's not much bounce on it. It's grassy. There's still a lot of grass, but the conditions are very dry because now the sun is beating down hard, which means that the condition of the pitch is solid. You can't really expect, the ball to come onto the bat because we had seen a few cracks due to which the behavior of the ball will be a lot too deflected. Last ball of the over, straight on to the pads, will just be deflected for a dot. End of the 5th over, Mizoram are 10 for 2. And that will race away to the boundary roll. So the second boundary for Mizoram in good time coming in. Well, boundaries will only speed up this low scoring journey for Mizoram. And while for Manipur, that was very well played actually. So well that it beat both the fielders who were placed simultaneously. The offside region, first the cover and then the sweeper cover fielder. Better comeback by Niruka Leshram. A change in bowling, the new bowler who's been brought into the attack. Gently deflected on the onside for a dot. Good comeback by Niruka Leshram. This has been pretty much the story. Not much of a trouble to maintain the scoring rate for Mizoram here. Gently. Full length, gently flicked. I think now if this is the mindset that Mizoram have, it will be pretty intelligent because they need 57 of 86. So they don't technically need to do anything irrational or rash. But what they need to do is, that's in the air for a brief period, fielder station, very good field placement by Manipur. So coming back to the discussion, what they need to do is, they still need to try and finish this match at the earliest, because in the league stage, there's that pressure of maintaining a very high net run rate in the league stage, because that also comes in handy when you are aspiring to qualify for the semi-finals and then ultimately the finals. Because when a stage comes when there are 2 or 3 teams at the same points, then it's the net run rate that comes in play and decides which team eventually qualifies for the final 4 or the final. That slice between the fielders will race away to the boundary ropes. So this over started with the boundary, it finishes with the boundary. A very rewarding over this for Mizoram. 2 boundaries in the over. The power play concludes. It's 19 for 2, 52 needed in 84 deliveries. Change in bowling. The new batter into the attack is Barkatun Khanam. On to the pads, question asked. Umpire clearly not interested. I think the deflection would be an issue. I think it's the pitching. Straight to the fielder. Good running between the wickets, and that was a close one for a run out chance. But the batters didn't want to take the risk to go for that run. Last ball of the over, gently tapped, so it's a maiden over by Barkatun Khanam, just what Manipur wanted in this low scoring thriller. 7 overs done, Mizoram are 19 for 2. So a new bowler also being brought into the attack, Konsam Sayatombi Devi. So Manipur are doing it different from Mizoram. Mizoram were going with a pair of 3 bowlers throughout, pair of 2 bowlers rather, throughout the 20 overs that they had bowled to Manipur. They were sticking to 2 bowlers, that pair, for consecutive 4 overs. But Manipur are not doing so. They are experimenting with their entire bowling lineup all together. Slapped along the ground between the fielders, but there's protection at the boundary rope towards the deep cover point region. Lofted and gone, and it's the most unfortunate of dismissals for the batter. She had swung it hard, wanted to go for the big one. It ricocheted to first, it ricocheted in the lower inside edge of a willow, then straight to her pads and onto the stumps. We'll take a look at exactly what happened. Here it went, the most unfortunate of all dismissals, and it's an absolute gift for Konsam Sayatombi Devi, who gets her first. Manipur get their 3rd breakthrough. And Mizoram are 3 down for 20. Clean bowled the batter as she walks out. An excellent over this by Konsam Sayatumbi Devi. 8 overs done. Mizoram are 21 for 3. Barkatun Khanam being brought back for her second over. Barkatun Kanan giving away just a single. She's been just replicating what her fellow teammates have been doing. This pitch is an absolute dream for any team bowling. The conditions favoring the bowlers up to a tee, lofted delivery, swing and a miss. Just breezing past that top outside edge of the batter. Now for Mizoram, time and again it is being said there is no trouble in maintaining the scoring rate because they need 49 of 69. Though they've lost 3 wickets. Gently tapped along the ground on the outside towards the short square leg region to find the fielder for another dot. Just a single conceded in this over. That's played with power. Excellent fielding effort by the fielder at short gully. Just a single run conceded in this over till now. We'll take a look at the replay, and no, the batter is absolutely fine. There was an appeal by the wicketkeeper, but the batter has confidently made their ground. We await the final decision on this. এটা কি রিভিউ নিয়েছে? এটা কি রিভিউ নিয়েছে? আচ্ছা, দেখে মনে হলো না সেফ আছে ব্যাটার। That seems safe, and yes, we have the final confirmation from the umpires that the batter is absolutely safe. So 9 overs done. Mizoram are 22 for 3. So yes, so coming back to that discussion, well, there is no trouble for the Mizoram batters to, maintain that scoring rate. That will be a wide, will have to be bowled again. Lofted delivery, swing and a miss. That's played along the ground. Will find the fielder. So when it's a low scoring target that you have, yes, there is that risk if you are losing wickets. But then at the back of your mind, you still know that it's not a very high total and you have lots of overs, lots of deliveries left. Like given the current condition, the required run rate is 4.31, Mizoram going at 2. It's 46 runs that Mizoram need in 64 deliveries. So from that point of view, there is not much trouble for them. They just need to keep on going and make sure that they are not losing wickets. That's the main criteria for them. While for Manipur, the task is slightly more cut out for them, because for them to try and win this match, it's only wickets, wickets and wickets on a consistent basis. Slapped along the ground between the fielders, will find the fielder. There's protection at the deep cover point region. Lofted delivery played along the ground. It's a very tidy over still by Kansam Sayatombi Devi. Last ball of the over. Well, that's played. Bit of a chase by the fielder towards the third man region. Good running between the wickets, and that concludes the 10th over. Halfway through, 10 overs done. Mizoram are 29 for 3. And that's the batting scorecard for Mizoram. Well, not a well start this. While the bowling scorecard looks pretty impressive for Manipur. Take a look at this wonderful view of the beautiful Sikkim. The backdrop, the hills, the Lord Mahadev sitting. Onto the pad, straight, half-hearted appeal, won't be persisted with. There'll be a change in bowling. It's the halfway through mark. I'll give a quick update to all the viewers who have joined just now. You are watching the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026. And I'm your commentator, your voice, Damini Basu. It's the run chase between Manipur and Mizoram in the tournament opener, where in the first 10 overs, Mizoram have posted 29 for 3 in a run chase of 71 in 20 overs. And there's a change in bowling. Konjingbam Nonibala Devi has been brought into the attack for the first time. That will be a wide, will have to be bowled again. Mizoram need 41 in 58 deliveries. That's the equation that stands for the time being. And to all our viewers who are watching this match live, well, you can always join in conversation with us. All you have to do is firstly tune in to Sikkim Cricket Association's YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel and always have the bell icon pressed so you do not miss out on any of the live and latest updates. Also, please make sure to press the like button and share the live streams as much as possible. And in the live chat box, please share with us your valuable feedback and join with us in conversation. You can please share your feedback regarding the broadcast stream, regarding the commentary, and also your best wishes regarding the players playing swing and a miss. And they'll take a quick run. That's good running between the wickets. And to all our viewers, your thoughts, your views mean the world to us, because that will only encourage us to try and keep producing flawless broadcastings to you. Another good over this, just 2 coming off it. 11 overs done. Mizoram are 32 for 3. Lofted, swing and a miss. Mizoram need 39 of 53 deliveries. Gone! That was wonderfully done by Konsan Devi. She has a second and Manipur have their fourth. So this partnership that was slowly brewing for Mizoram has finally been broken. So even Manipur are giving out a statement that no matter, even if it is a low-scoring thriller, they are in no mood to give up. And that was absolute bullseye. A complete jaffa by the bowler. Mizoram 32 for 4. Need 39 in 51 deliveries. And take a look at this wonderful view of Sikkim, as we have seen earlier as well. That's pulled away on the onside, will find the fielder at deep mid wicket. Gently tapped on the offside for a quick single. That was pretty risky, but it seems the batter might have made their ground. Question asked, has been given. It's been given. What a roll, what an over this is turning out to be for Concerns Ayatombi Devi. 2 in the over for her. And it's a third. She has a 3-4. Suddenly Manipur in furious mode, bringing themselves back into this game. We'll take a look at this replay. Excellent work by the wicketkeeper from behind the stumps. No trouble at all. That was wonderfully done. Sensational stop by the wicketkeeper with the gloves. And so half the battalion of Mizoram is back to the pavilion. 12 overs done. It's 34 for 5. And this match is now going down to the wire. Who would have thought a nail biter in a low scoring match? Well, that's the talent and the power these girls possess. 70 for 7. The target is 71 and the bowling side is not giving in the run chase. Not a single run conceded in this over. Konjingbam, Nonibala Devi, 5 consecutive dots, doing a splendid job. Gets the connection this time over the fielder's head. Will it race away? No, there is a fielder stationed at the deep backward point region. So it will be a single to finish the 13th over. Mizoram are 35 for 5, need another 36 in 42. This match is very well wide open for both the sides. It's only a matter of a few overs to decide which side eventually gets to enjoy the last laugh, gets to be on the front foot, and who gets to be on the back foot. half-hearted question asked, but won't be persisted with. Review. Full length delivery will just be tapped. The new batter in is Lomi. Very lofted delivery, and that will be a wide, will have to be bowled again. Swing and a miss. Played along the ground will find the fielder for a quick single. Slapped along the ground. Mizoram are probably, they realize that they already have lost 5 wickets. They need another 32, and now the number of deliveries is closing in to the required number of runs. So they will not want to probably do anything irrational and in the process make a hash of affairs. Last ball of the overs, played along the ground. That's a good shot to find the fielder for just a single. 14 overs done. Mizoram are 40 for 1. Need 31 in 36 deliveries. Gone, and the appeal works. It's Konjimbam Nonibala Devi this time who gets another breakthrough. And our Manipur still believing they can make something out of this match. It was an LBW appeal and the umpire not finding it difficult to declare out. We'll take a look at that replay. Yes, that was definitely plumb LBW. A very good decision. And Mizoram are 41 for 6. They are 6 down. They still need another 30 runs and have just 34 deliveries left. Would anybody have thought that this low scorer would go on to be a thriller? It's all happening. It is all happening. Well, it's now come down. Oh, they come back for another run here. Oh, it's a misfield and it's a gift. Oh my, well, it's all happening. It is all happening. Oh my word, a misfield and it races away to the boundary ropes. A wicket falling and the very next moment, it's a freebie of runs for Mizoram and it's all happening. It's absolute cinema. Would you believe it? It's just the tournament opener and so much so is already panning out from both the sides. Nobody is willing to give in. Both the teams are holding on tight to the ends. 26 needed in 33 the equation. Wide will have to be bowled again. So every single run here will be an absolute gift to Mizoram. And this particular overthrow, well, will this be the game-changing moment for both Manipur and Mizoram? Yes, that's a better comeback by Noni Bala Devi. And that beats. Eventually, that's very good fielding at the boundary ropes towards the deep third man region. That was wonderfully done. So end of the 15th over, Mizoram are 49 for 6. And the 50 runs are up on the board for Mizoram. They are just 21 runs away. On the onside, well, to our viewers who are watching it on your screens, well, you have a chance to stand out. Please send us your votes in the live chat section. What do you think? Who is winning it from here? Is it Mizoram or is it Manipur from here? Because it's another 20 that Mizoram need in 27. A very close-knit contest going down to the wire. Swing and a miss. Last ball of the over. Oh, that was wonderfully played. Just going past the outside edge of the willow, and it will be 4 runs in good time. A boundary coming in towards the fine third man region. A boundary that Mizoram would definitely be desiring, coming in at the very right time. End of the 16th, Mizoram are 55 for 6. So they are just 16 away from victory, Mizoram, while Manipur have another 24 deliveries to try and go for those 4 wickets. That was a good throw. From Manipur's point of view, they will have to, make the most out of these remaining deliveries that they have, and also ensure that the 15 runs that Mizoram have, they don't get it. That's in the air, 1 bounce, few bounces to the fielder. They would definitely want to aim for those 4 remaining wickets, Manipur. While for Mizoram, well, it's just 14 runs that they need, but still they can't get complacent. They need to, be very careful with these 14 runs. Well, this is one match. The standout moment is that not a single 6 has been hit in this particular match. Not one single 6 from either of the sides. Neither did Manipur hit, nor have Mizoram hit till now. That has been pretty surprising. Not a single 6 hit. Oh, we just hope the batter isn't hurt too much. We just hope she's back on her feet, quick. And here's the worm, the comparison worm, where Mizoram are also on tour with Manipur. And here's the wagon wheel, the performance wagon wheel for Silho. Well, 44% of the runs have come on the offside. "13 needed of 20, that's the equation standing. So end of the 17th over, Mizoram are 58 for 6. Gently tapped on the onside. Just breezing past the edge. This is good bowling by Konjengbam Nonibala Devi. Pretty much the story for Manipur. Slapped along the ground. That's a good shot. Will find the fielder, will be just a single. Mizoram are just 10 runs away, have 14 deliveries in hand. They would not want to, make a hash of affairs from this supposedly winning a moment that they find themselves in now. Oh dear, trouble, run out opportunity. Question has been asked. It out. Oh, it is out, yes. So in time, just when we were talking about how Mizoram should be careful in not making a hash of affairs towards the fag end of their almost victory, well, Manipur chip in with another wicket. That's excellent fielding and presence of mind by the wicket keeper. So Mizoram are 7 down. This match is again wide open. It's anybody's game from here. Deflected will be a dot. So another good over comes to its conclusion for Manipur. 18 overs done. Mizoram are 61 for 7. The last 2 overs remaining. 10 needed in 12 deliveries, the equation. It's a cracker of a contest, a nail biter going down to the wire. Wanted to slap it hard again. Oh, bit of a collision between the fielders. They'll laugh about it. Swing and a miss. Every single ball here is going to be very intensely viewed. Shouts of catch it. I think that was a very close one. Now the equation stands at run a ball for Mizoram. It's all happening. So end of the 19th over, Mizoram are 65 for 7. Would you believe it? It's 6 needed of 6. Now 6 needed of 6 is technically just one big hit away from victory. Now given that in this particular match not a single 6 was hit, let's see which way this match goes. And so the decisive over of this match, every single run, every single dot ball will be loudly cheered. And well, yes, there is reason enough for that to be done because both the teams have brought it down to a nail-biting contest here. The batter has done an absolutely sensational job with that. So now the scores are level 70 for 7. This is what Manipur had made. And now the winning run awaited for Mizoram. Swing and a miss. The non-striker was eager to go for the winning run. Not yet. The non-striking batter is very eager to go for that winning run, and she was very close from getting run out by the bowler. And that should be the moment. Is it? Yes, it is the moment for Mizoram. And Mizoram win this nail-biting contest in a very close call, but you'll have to give it to Manipur. Oh, it's been reviewed for that run out. We just have to see what exactly happened. Umpire's call is not out, and that will be stuck to. That's it. So Mizoram win. So the tournament opener being won by Mizoram by 3 wickets. Congratulations on a very good win to Mizoram. But you'll have to give it to Manipur as well for having put up a very good fight till the last ball. And this is the second innings scorecard for the batting side. It's Silho standing out, the skipper herself. 28 not out of 51. The skipper herself doing the job for Mizoram, while for Manipur, the bowling scorecard has been also equally impressive. It's Konsam Sayatombi Devi standing out with her 3-4, with 2 wickets for Thoda Mangalsana and a wicket for Konjemba Nonibala Devi. And in 19.5 overs with the delivery remaining, Mizoram scored 71 for 7 to win by 3 wickets. This is well what stands out between these two teams. One bowling first is what Mizoram have done today. And here's the highlight for the run for the entire match.
Team Manipur and Team Mizoram to kindly line up in front of the stage for the post-match presentation. Team Manipur to line up for the post-match presentation. We're already running behind time. We shall start with the toss right after the post-match presentation. I request the team to kindly line up for the post-match first. Of the inaugural match for the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026 played between Manipur and Mizoram. Before we proceed, we shall applaud both the teams for that enthralling match of cricket at the crease today. We have with us the match referee for today's match, Sri Chitri, the senior coach of the Sikkim Cricket Association, and Mr. Nayan Shri Bhutia, the General Secretary of the Sikkim Cricket Association. Let us also give them a huge round of applause. First of all, a heartfelt word of commiseration to Manipur. An outstanding performance at the crease today, however, ended on the wrong side of the result. We wish you all the very best for the rest of your fixtures. And now it is time to acknowledge the individual performance that made a decisive impact in today's game. Went on to the last ball, the player of the match for the inaugural match of the NECDC Under-23 Women's Interstate Tournament 2026. I think no second guesses. Also, please pardon me if I'm not able to pronounce your name correctly. It is the captain of Mizoram, Lal Mangai Sanghi. Please put your hands together. A decisive impact, like I said, in today's game. Took the game to the last ball. A well-earned title. Congratulations. Before we proceed, I request both the teams to step forward for the group photograph with our match referee and the General Secretary of the Sikkim Cricket Association. I request both the teams to step forward, please.